Hello everyone and welcome back to another Plan with me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and I have been doing some planning today, and I had planned this plan with me using a Fern Creek kit. Fern Creek, she does, I think, printables now. I don't know that she does actually paper stickers anymore. She is in Alabama. She is below me in Alabama, down toward Montgomery, Auburn area. But you can look her up and see what she has available. She is on Etsy. But I had planned this, and it was like 21 minutes into the programming and it stopped. My phone started going crazy. My what do you call it? My alarm for my sugar, it went off. It was just several things going nuts, and I didn't know what was going on. And so I lost that footage because of everything that was happening. But this was a beach please, and it was March the 10th through the 16th. And it is so pretty. I am loving that soft color. But the only thing I had here with me to actually get a plan with me was one that I had done. And this is called Flutterbys, and this is in my shop now. And so you've got 4 pages. So you've got a Monday through Sunday, and then you've got one that's just a checklist over here. And then you've got page 2, that's your things to get done, a weekend banner, your numbers, and then your Monday through Sunday as far as your headers for your days of the week, your to-dos and checklists if you want them like that, or if you want to do a top 3, whatever you like doing, whatever is your preference. So this is what we're going to plan with this go around, because I just had messed everything up, or my phone was cracking up. I could not figure what was going on. I kept when I saw that it had stopped recording, I was like, well, why did it do that? Why did it stop? And then my sensor started going off. And I was like, okay. So I looked to see if my sugar was high. And that's not what it was saying. It was saying that it couldn't detect that the system was down. The sensor system was down. I was like, what in this world? And so I got off the phone and I pulled up some of my apps and to see if something needed updating, and y'all, there was 20 updates that needed to do. I was like, so wonder it's glitching and acting crazy and sounding off. Stuff needs to update, and it's going nuts with the sound. Okay, so I've got that washi down, and so I'm wondering, I think I'm going to layer it. I think I like these two the best together. So I'm going to layer this on top of here. So anyway, I got the one video that I was able to keep successful, that I didn't lose. And I got it uploaded. And I've got to edit it, but I've got it uploaded to YouTube, and I will have to edit it and schedule it when to post. And then Marshall, him and Maddie are wanting to go fishing. Tomorrow's Saturday, so they want to go fishing in the morning. And so he's going to get the boat hooked up and their fishing rods and all that, make sure everything's working right. And I told him, oh, sorry, y'all. I told him while he was doing that, I was going to go see if I could get another video recorded. because I had sure tried and it just did not want to work today. I couldn't believe how much stuff needed updating. When I saw that, I was like, oh my word. But anyway, we just got through with supper. Me and Maddie had ate a salad at lunch. And, well, I'll say at lunch. It was about 1 o'clock actually. So, when Marshall was ready to eat supper, I told him, I said, Marshall, we're not real hungry. He said, well, I'm going by the Mexican place. I think I'll just do a call-in for me. I said, that's fine, and we'll just eat some chip and dip if we... So he got a large salsa, a large cheese dip, and I ate a few bites of it, but I really was still full from that salad we ate at lunch. So I was hoping I would get this, be able to get this and my phone keep recording and not mess up. So maybe it's doing right, y'all. Let's see, what dates do we need? I forgot already. So this is gonna be the 17th. So we're supposed to go to my mom's Sunday for Easter. So tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm going to have to go down to the grocery store here in town and get stuff for a squash casserole. And then I think I might do a, we've always called it a 4-fold delight, but it's like got 2 or 3 layers to it. It might even have 4, which might be the reason it's called that. That's not its only name. That's what my family grew up calling it. I think there's other names for it, but you start out with a flour crust that you make with flour and butter, and put some pecans in it, and then you have another layer that is cream cheese, powdered sugar, and Cool Whip all mixed together, I think, y'all. I haven't looked at this. Maybe even some vanilla flavoring. I haven't looked at this recipe in several years. So, and then after you do that, it is a chocolate pudding that you put down. And so then after you put that chocolate pudding, that can be how you end it, or either you can come back with Cool Whip on top, whatever you prefer and like. But you need to put it in the refrigerator and let it sit, you know, and all that, have time to thicken and all that kind of good stuff. But it is very good. So that is what I've been thinking about, and that's what I think I'll do. I told them I would do the squash casserole, a dessert, and a drink. I'll probably get a couple of drinks because there's a lot in our family. And as far as I know, everybody's going to be there. So this week, let's do a menu. And since I'm redating this planner, I do not need this calendar because it's not the correct calendar. So let's see here if I can. This is a left-handed move, and I am not a left-handed person, so see if I can do it this way. Maybe start right there. Okay, that's a little better than what I was doing. Okay, so let's do that. And then I'll use this for my menu. Okay. And then I'm going to use this to clean underneath that. Now I'm into the part where I got some lines. So, and then I'll use this one where I list what all I'm going to clean. Then, where's my trackers? They're over here. Okay, so now is where I pull in these green strips. Because the washi that I actually put, the washi strips I actually put in here, I like using through the week. So this extra green, it can work as washi strips also throughout the planner if you need it to. So we got that tracker going there. And then come back with a little bit more green. And then we'll do this blue tracker. We're going to bring in all the pretty colors. All right, now I'll put one more down, or a bill due, because there's always a bill that needs to be paid. Let's see, we haven't used the pink yet. Let's do the pink. Always somebody wanting money. And as long as I'm giving money towards stickers, I don't mind. It's when I'm having to give everybody else money that I'm not happy about it. But if I'm paying for stickers and they're on their way, then I'm happy about that. Okay, so let's see here what we're going to do now. So let's go back with, let's start out with a full box. Let's just start Monday out with some color. Okay, then I want to do think a to-do. And I usually, in my cousin, I usually gravitate more toward the top 3 boxes because the checklists are so long. That usually it takes up too much of my writing space. So because I like to write a little bit on the paper. Oh, I just ripped that paper. I like to write a little bit on the paper itself and have stickers. So I like a mixture sometimes when it comes to this Hobonichi. That steel, look how slanted that is. When I'm not sitting just right above it. Let's try to use that line there, Misty. a little bit better. It's not the best, but it's a little bit better. Okay. So let's see here. Let's bring in one of these headers, see if we can cover up some of that rip. Okay, and then let's do because I've still got rip there and I'm still a little slanted. Let's come back with that box. All right, let's give a little room to write. And then we've used yellow and green. Let's do a blue. After we give some room to write. Then we can use that. And then we can do a decorative box. After we've given a little bit of room to write, and then we'll do one of these purple. Okay. All right, so let's start back with a to-do up here. And let's do the next top 3. Do a header. Okay, then we can give a little bit of space and we can come back with one of these bigger boxes. Let's say that's going to be yellow by yellow though. Let's go with this purple. Space to write. And let's do that there. And we can do decorative here. There's that. I have been in the past also putting down specific times that stuff was going on. So I need to also open up my book and see, because the last week there wasn't nothing going on this week. Let's see if I've got, so the 19th is when I have something going on, and the rest of the week it was empty. So that's the reason I wasn't paying as much attention to where I was putting stuff. Just because I knew I didn't have a lot of stuff with specifics going on. Okay, so I had my mammogram at 10:30 on this day. So 10:30. We're just going to go ahead and write it in Misty Memo at 10:30 and get this down. And I didn't put my full box down on there. Okay, so let me see, can I take this box up without ripping everything to shreds? Okay, we can all breathe now. Got that up. Okay, let's do this blue one. Okay. Alright, like that. Let me go ahead and put the next one down. Let's do this pink. Let's just go ahead and put this one right about here. Okay. Good deal. Alright. So let's see. Let's do that to do right down here. And one of those 3 right there. Let's see. Let me get this. Let's see, this purple will work up here. Let's go ahead and get this purple down like that. Then let's see what we're going to go with next is going to be maybe this green. Like that. And then let's do this bigger yellow right here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. All right, now let's go ahead and get this. Let's go all the way to the bottom with this one. We hadn't done that one yet. All right, do that. And so let's do this yellow. This pink one. Let's do this one up here. And then this yellow one we can do down here at the bottom. Like that. Let's bring in some of these glitter headers and put it across the top here. Alright, so there's that set. Now let's see. We're going to do this to do. I'm going to put one here. Let's see. I think we can do one right here. And let's see if I can fit one at the top here. think I can do one here and have my to-do up there. It's going to be a little squished, but I think we can do it. There. And then here. Then the last one, where is it at? Over here on Sunday. Okay. So I know for sure that we've got a trash day on Friday. So let me go ahead and get that. And go ahead and get that placed on here for trash day. Let's see. Laundry day is usually Mondays. And then I clean on Tuesdays. And my grocery shopping is usually on Thursdays. So grocery shop, let's do it on a Thursday. All right, and then planning time, we'll give that on Wednesday. And I think I need to cut it just a little bit. I think it'll fit better in this cousin if I snip it right there and then put it like this. All right. Got a weekend banner. So, and this is Kiss Cut, so be very easy bringing that up if you're using one of my kits. We're going to put it right across through here. Let's see, I need to bring it down just a hair because of that leg on that D. Okay, so there's that. Alright, let's go back with that there. Let's see, I might put one there. So let's put this one. This one's blue. Let's put that there and put this purple one here. Okay, so now let's do this bigger one here. This bigger one over this way. Let's see. Let's go in about there. Okay, then we've got these decorative ones that we can put. Decorative. Do a purple. See, that's got a blue right there. Put a blue here. do a green down here. Okay, so there's that. And I hadn't used any of these neither, so you can put your time in here. Or you can put the initials of stuff, or you can put an icon on there. Whatever you would like to do on there. I do have another strip of that green left over that I can run down here across this, and it would match up with the green that's already there. So I can do this like this. This other side is pretty well filled up. As far as toward the bottom. Let's see. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to leave these spots to where I can actually write with my pen. So I know it looks empty right now, but it'll fill up. And I still got some Happy Mail, movie night, reading, and we can fill that in for sure. This reading I might can put on one of my trackers. We can track that, and then let's track some self-care. That sounds good. Okay. So that's how it turned out, guys, in my Hobonichi cousin. I hope you like it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.